This is Sir John Murray, and you probably don't know who he is, and I don't blame you. However, he is one of the most important scientists of the Victorian era, and his work still affects us today. He was born in Ontario to Scottish parents who had emigrated. After going to school in London, Ontario, not England, he moved at the age of 17 back to Scotland to be with his grandfather, John Macpherson, in Stirling. He tried to study medicine at the University of Edinburgh. However, he did not complete his studies, and subsequently he took 7 months off to go on a journey on the whaling ship the Jan Mayen. Whilst there, he looked at various marine species and took several specimens, as well as tracking the weather. He later returned to the University of Edinburgh and completed his studies, this time in geology. After graduating, John took a job on the Challenger expedition, in which HMS Challenger circumnavigated the world and mapped a lot of the ocean's floor for the first time. This was how John got familiar with the new field of oceanography. For his next mission, Sir John Murray teamed up with a man called Fred Puller, who was also from Stirlingshire. Together, they set out to bathymetrically map as many lochs in Scotland as they could. In the end, they mapped 15 lochs together before tragedy struck in 1901. On the 15th of February 1901, Fred Puller was skating with hundreds of other people on Airdrie Loch, north of Stirling, when the ice gave way. After rescuing 3 people, he attempted to rescue a fourth one, a woman. Both he and the woman ended up drowning. Fred Puller's father was a man by the name of Lawrence Puller, who was an industrialist. He had funded the original part of the survey and had convinced Fred to go along. He now gave Sir John an extra £10,000 to help continue the project, despite John's reluctance to do so without Fred. With the extra £10,000 given by Fred's father, John Murray hired nearly 60 people to assist him in mapping out the other lochs. He ended up mapping 568 lochs. One of those 500 plus lochs was Loch Dantelchig, here in the hills above Loch Ness. What the survey said was, at the southern end of the loch over there, it is 60 metres deep. Sir John would go on to become one of the most influential Scottish scientists of that era, and indeed of all time. He would later map the floor of the North Atlantic Ocean. He died in 1914 in a car crash and is buried in Edinburgh.